Tonight we're staying at Under Canvas.
Well, there is a hospital at exit 65.
We're down at the Hoover Dam today right now. We're gonna. She's liking the trail. Hiking. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, you introduce us.
Okay. Hey guys, today we're at Harkeys Chapel, Church and Cemetery. Harkeys Chapel was built in 1829, and then the cemetery was opened later. The first burial here was of a little gypsy girl. The family was coming through the town, camped out of the stream back here, in which we'll probably see it. Hold on a second. The family was a family of gypsies, and they were coming through this area. They were camped back here by the stream on the backside of the church. The little girl died. She was 3 years old, and they asked permission to bury her here. And she's the first burial that was put here back in the day. So we're going to explore it because it's one of the oldest cemeteries in St. Clair counties. So you want to look around? Look at it right here. Let's take a look around and look at how old these gates and how these are tucked in with the gates and stuff. See? So this church is really old. Where should we start? You want to start on the back side?
Might as well, yeah, might as well.
Let's go back here. See the church, guys? It's really pretty.
Right, and this is the old side. There's another cemetery about as large just on the other side of this building.
Right, like I think there's like 800 people buried here in total. I was going to start back here on the back side in this old section. It's a pretty big cemetery, you know?
Yeah,
and if you look back there, I'm guessing that was an old wheelhouse, and then you can see the stream back there. See, we'll go. You want to go on down to the bottom side right here, or
you
want to go
lead.
in here? Let's see. I just want to look off the back side here, right quick. See what this is. See, this is the area where that little gypsy family was camped out. There's a stream back there. You can hear it. I just can't see it. Okay. So this is good places. You need to start back here. How do you want to work? Do you want to start right here? Work up that middle section, or right here?
Yeah, we just kind of work our way back up to the top from the back.
Okay. All right. So this is Savage.
And this is a little bit of date to that 1860s.
Yeah. This is going to be the older section, the older families that settled this, that were some of the founding members of the church. Eugene Royston Tucker Jr. That one's 1920. Mary Savage, 1867. William, that's their daughter right there. Margaret. Go over here and look at this one. Infant son of W.H. and Lillian Henderson, 1923.
Oh, they have some more family plots here.
Yeah, they got more room out here. Go across this way.
I don't even know if it works like that anymore, that you just go to a cemetery and you buy like a big plot for your family. I don't know how.
Yeah, you can. You can still do that. Let's see. Here we go.
Is it just me, or does that stone kind of look out of place where it's at, though?
It says Elizabeth Albertson, wife of W.C. Savage, 1822 is the year she was born. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're not going to find her under Albertson. You're going to find her under Savage. 1894 RF
and with all these cars going by,
Albertson.
just one thing, is the light green on my mic?
Yes.
Okay, we're good.
Is mine too?
I can't see yours, but if mine's green, yours is.
Yeah. Let's see. Dr. R.F. Albertson. So they were a prominent family in the area.
Obviously.
Yes.
But looking at the size of the stones.
Yeah, right. Emma Elizabeth, wife of Robert Albertson, 1866. Yeah, these are some really old ones through here. Let's see. Roger Wiggins. And you were telling me a fact that I didn't know. When I found out the first burial here was from a little gypsy family that was traveling through here in the 1830s, I thought, I didn't know there were gypsy families or tribes that were traveling through at the time.
There was a lot of gypsies traveling at that time, and gypsy at that time was pretty much for if you came from a country with the EA or Hungary, but like Czechoslovakia, Transylvania, Romania, those were the countries where a lot of the gypsies or people that were labeled as gypsies came from. And in that time, that's where a lot of those snake oil treatments, or you would see those signs like, a miracle cure from the deepest parts of Transylvania or something. And it would be, that those folks would bring that with their heritage, and that's how that became part of American heritage.
And they were around here, and I didn't even know that. Let's see. These are really small. Let's see if I can pull. Mary Elizabeth, daughter of Martha Day, born 1898, died 1900. So these all look like babies' graves. James Alverson. The Alversons were one of the founding families of the church, 1871 to 1901.
Now, I don't know if the old building is still part of that, but you can tell that they have redone that probably within the last 30 years.
Yeah. But it's still a pretty building.
I'm not saying it's not a pretty building. I mean, the windows especially may be original on that front part.
Right, I gotta clean this. Got problems here. Better. Okay. Willis M. Alverson. Alabama Private Company, E-51 Alabama Cavalry Regiment, Civil War, 1835. Let's see. See, here's his original. What does it say here? He was a member of the Methodist Church, belonged to Company's 51st Alabama Regiment in the Civil War. Beautiful. That's a good little headstone. Alverson again. Jane E. Alverson, 1846 to 1915. These are babies. Willie Mae Brooks, daughter of Walter Brooks. So Brooks family's in here. That's pretty. Ruby G, infant daughter of Tucker. This one was 7 years old, daughter of Tucker. So a lot of babies. I hate to see that.
I know, again, but
2 years old.
Up through the 20s, especially, children just had a hard time in this country.
Yes,
they really did.
You had to get past that vital stage. Look at this one back here in the
hidden underneath the cedar tree.
Look at this. See this grave, guys? See if I can get what that is. There we go on the front. Infant son of J.C. and W. Jones. Yeah, it's hidden back here by the tree. Right. Marion Barber died 1905. So these are Barbers. Wow. Let's see. Hamilton. Marcus and Martha. Oh, that's coming in. Sudie Edward, daughter of Starnes. See these little walkways we made between the.
Mm-hmm.
Let me take a picture of this. That's pretty. Okay, let's see. The entrance to that one's right there. Look at this. You got like little walkways. This is cool. This way the gardens are going to be set up. That says Birdie, 1896 to 1905.
Wow.
Her last name looks like Williams. Oh, get out here.
I do think it's neat how they have like lot boundaries.
Yeah.
Like, do you have to get a survey before you put this up, or how does that work?
Let's go this way. I'll just get a picture there.
I don't really think they allow this type of stuff anymore because you know
I don't
unless
see
it's in
it.
it, unless it's already existing at a cemetery and you're doing repair.
Yeah.
I just don't think because I've not seen like anything new construction like around the family plot where they're marking it.
Not like that, no. Where they're all bordered off and stuff. This is Turner. Bessie Lois and Mary Nell. We got some nosy bodies today. Private Zechariah Graham, Company E, 51st Alabama Cavalry.
Well, they have a lot of those stones
Private
here,
Graham.
like that other cemetery, where it's starting to wash out and they're getting harder to read.
Yes. I guess we'll just go up and down the roads like that.
Okay.
Because there's a lot. Let's see.
I mean, this is one where we just kind of go through and we find some of the nicer stones.
Yep. What does that say? Glarus?
Mm-hmm.
Wife of Charles Iverson, 1826. See, like, to 1897. Some very old stones, guys. C.A. Iverson. And it says he died in 1909. Yeah, we'll just pick out some of the nicer ones. Francis Iverson. So this family was set up, man. Like they had a
But see,
good
that's
stake
how
here.
it was. Most people our age can tell you the story of growing up of who the rich family was in town.
Yes.
Every town had the rich family. And obviously, you know, Alverson was that rich family. It's still out there today, but it's just wealth has kind of changed and you just really don't know who's who anymore.
No, you don't show it off like that anymore. Modesty. 1897 to 1898. That's a baby Iverson. Let's see. Let's go this way. Minnie Braswell. Died 1902. I'm looking at some of the older ones up through here. Making my way around, guys. Father and mother. Wesley Wilson. Elizabeth Wilson. 1925, 1892. I wonder how some of these men fared when they lost their wives.
I don't know.
This looks like a really old one. I'm sure this is marked in Find a Grave. These old ones like this are marked usually. Like they'll have something on Find a Grave about who that is. Amelia Smith, daughter of W. and E. Wilson. That looks like an infant. Amos Bibby, 1888, age 89 years. Way to go, dude. Way to go. William Barber. So we got Barbers. Hey, that's interesting. See that? It's kind of let me see how to put this.
Phallic?
Phallic. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. 1873 to 1886. W.A. Alverson. Somebody was too rough with the phallic shaped object there. John W. Savage, 1850 to 1924. Looks like we got
Is he
they're
a
buried on
minister?
top of each other here. You see that?
Yes.
G. Jackson Alverson,
I got you.
accompanying 18 Alabama volunteers, Confederate State Army, right here. His wife. See how they're buried back to back, like literally foot to head, y'all. Like this is the guy's foot, and this is a head. That's why it's 1841 to 1911. This is Savage, Nancy Savage. Nice.
Oops, sorry, Grace.
These are some beautiful stones out here. H.N. Wilson. Let's go this way. There's like a lot of older ones too. What does it say? Loney Alverson, 1888. Wow. Can you imagine the history these people saw? That's what gets me. I see.
I'm seeing like most of these people here seem to be born post Civil War.
Yes.
So they were born during a difficult time, Reconstruction.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that'd be like being born right after a depression. Everybody's still trying to put stuff together, but there's a lot of opportunity for the young.
That one's 2 years old. For Agnes Alverson. I'm going over here headed toward my Mason. I knew he'd be out here somewhere.
Yeah, I know. I only saw one woodsman.
These are all 1876. Joel Averson. You know, guys, he bought me a little handheld broom and dustpan to do this with, and I leave it every time. N.L. Savage and G.W. Warren. And there's your Mason. And this one right here, I'm guessing is that plot right there. Let me go around this way and see.
I don't see anything marked on it any longer.
I know it's a plot though. That's the head song right there. See the flat right there. See the flat thing leaning.
Yeah.
Go around that side and see what it says.
There's nothing on it.
Huh?
It's totally washed off.
Here we go. Warren. Partisan Rangers. Confederate States Armies. So he, Joe Warren, 1827. Okay then. Look at this. I swear that looks like Mason mark etched into that. All right. It looks like the Alversons had a strong military background. They served their country a lot. We talked about families that did that.
Right.
1880 to 1882, that was a baby. So these are all Alversons. Just keep walking. See, there's another old one. Let's see what this one is. Jeremiah Warden. He married Mary Stanfield. (1770 to 1853). 1770. What's the oldest one we've seen? 1669.
You and I together.
What's the oldest one we've seen?
It was it was like 1620. It was up in Connecticut.
Connecticut. Let's see. It's another Warren. Sarah Warren.
Now in Alabama, we're going to be lucky to see Revolutionary War. Alabama wasn't that populated. It wasn't one of the original 13.
Mm. Champ and Margaret Barber. Oh, this way. I'm making my way back that way. Lucy Barber, born in, what does that say? Virginia, 1820. As a wife devoted, as a mother affectionate, as a friend ever kind and true. Nice. Naomi, wife of Joel Starnes. Keep going this way. Wow, this is a beautiful cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
It's really old. You can feel that. You can feel history. When you walk around a place like this, you can really feel the history speaked into it.
Well, that's what I was saying. You know, all of these people here, for the most part, lived through Reconstruction. There's one that she was 10 years old during the Civil War, so really she don't remember it that much. But they all lived through Reconstruction and up right, you know, into the Industrial Revolution. And that's where things really started to change. Medical services became better for a while. Up until Roosevelt, the medical industry was a great industry. After Roosevelt, it all became about money. But polio was the last disease they ever cured. Look it up.
Let's see. James W. Lawson, Private Company F, 30 Alabama Infantry CSA. I was making my way back
So
over
he was
here.
just a young man during the war.
It's an old one. Let's see what we got here. James Huff died something the 23rd, 1866. James Huff. Something years, something days. Wow, that's an old one. Very old one. All right. Private Archibald Alverson, Company 1, 18th Alabama Infantry. Private Griffin Golden, 58th Alabama Infantry, 1832. Nice. Golden. So these are all Goldens down through here.
You know, when we was at that cemetery down in Thomaston, there was a lot of Golden family members in that one as well. I don't know if they're related or not.
I only knew one Golden, and that was like a principal at a school. Going down here. I like this bottom side. It looks old. That says Walter Alverson, 1885 to 1916. Wade, 1887 to 1905. So let me go around this side. See this. S.J. Williams, 1904 to 1935. Okay. Here you got another veteran. The woodsman things are always falling down.
Mm-hmm.
H.C. Wade, Private U.S. Army, World War I, 1894. These are Wades. Obviously, there's someone here and here. Let's see. See this, guys? They got little dandelions on the graves. But that's definitely a grave. And that's the woods out back here behind the church. Let's see. Lily Kate Wright. She loved a lot in her life. Okay. Cleon. Father and mother, 1883, 1886. Here's an old one. Tom Bazell, 1850 to 1936. Says gone to rest. All right. Let's go check our woodsman out here. See what he says. I'm sorry, guy.
Boy, that would be too heavy to try and set.
Yeah, I know. James Turner, 1854 to 1918, and he fell on top of, here you go, Alice Love, 1906. I'm sorry, man. Wow. This is just a beautiful cemetery. You know what? It really is. Here we go. Let me check him out.
Another one laying over.
Now I'm just looking for like, see, there's one with a tattered flag. We'll go over there. Lizzie, wife of W.F. Alverson, 1875 to 1980. So there's a woman husband. Go here. It's not bad out today. It's kind of warm. Harold Vaughn, Corporal, 4th Marine Division, born July 27th, 1925, killed in action Iwo Jima, 1945. Wow.
So that's another one that they brought home then.
Wow. Gosh. That's the first Iwo Jima one I seen. You know, like I haven't seen one of them.
Yeah, that was.
It hits home when you hear it and you see it.
That was a rough war. That was a bad time.
We're gonna make our way over there and see what that is over there in the woods. Then we'll make our way back through. So they got his body home. You know what? He was a Marine, and they have that thing about no man left behind, even if he's dead. They bring the body back. They do have a thing about that.
Well, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. It's good. See back there in the woods? Grady Graham, 1895 to 1926. Let's check out what's in the woods. Mishies. Right. Betty Sue Lee, 1942 to 2013. Layton. These are all recent ones. Layton. I want to find that baby. That baby just has a plaque. And it says unknown daughter. And it's going to be in one of the old sections. You know, one of the older ones. And we might not see it. I could pull the plaque and throw it up there. I'm trying to think. See, I see stuff back there, like, but I don't know if that's just the retaining wall thing. That's just a retaining wall. See that? Charles C. Thompson, Alabama, Staff Sergeant, U.S. Air Force. He was in World War II, Korea, and Vietnam.
Wow.
Right? Right here, Cramp.
Career.
Look at there, guys.
Yep.
My Mason. Usually, if you make your way back, you'll get to an older section. But I'm guessing if you look from here, she's going to be right there in the middle, isn't she? You see that? That's where them old stones are.
Probably.
We'll go back that way. Head back toward the truck that way. Billy Bannister, Alabama Staff Sergeant, 369 Field Artillery Battalion, World War II. Here's another one.
Thomas Yarborough.
Yep. Master Sergeant, U.S. Army, World War II. Let's see. They improvised. All right. Let's go over here and see. Now, her stone would just say unknown daughter. Okay?
All right.
So let's try to look for her stone. I would like to find it. It's not like marked specifically. It just says unknown daughter.
I don't know. Over there against that wall looks like a promising
Okay.
area.
Let's see. I would love to find it.
Nope.
Well, I got a veteran over here anyways. Thomas Barber, Staff Sergeant, 66 AAF Bomb Squad. Let's go this way. Let's see. Just take a minute. It's gonna have a plaque. Let's see. Benjamin Norval something. Let's see, I'm looking for it. I'm looking for a plaque that says unknown daughter. She's here somewhere. We might not find her. It's a big graveyard. She could be on the other side. On top of that. This says something of man. SACFT. I have no idea. That is crazy. Crazy.
Man, is it just me, or ever since they started talking about all this drone stuff, it got cloudy this week and it wasn't supposed to be?
And it's like warmer than usual, than cold. Like I want to go back forth to taking this jacket off and leaving it on. But I do that at home too, so. That's called the Maori babies. Let's go over here. Infant son, infant son. I thought for sure she'd be over here. See, all of these guys are markers and graves. All of them. And I'm trying to find one little marker for one little girl. But even if I don't find that, I'm going to still put the story up in the marker I have from Find a Grave. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you need to.
If I find the marker, I'll throw it in. If not, it is what it is. I don't see another little marker. We might. If we do see it, we'll throw it in. but I don't see it right now. Do you?
Mm-mm.
I'll check some other ones before we leave, but I mean, there's 1,000 graves out here. So I don't know. And I believe that looking how close they are buried back to back. I do
Yeah,
believe that.
yeah, they got them packed in here.
Yeah. All right, guys. So I hope you like this little exploration tour around Harkey Cemetery. And I'll throw some pictures in with this. I'll throw some pictures in of the church. If I find the little girl's headstone, I'll throw it in and some history. So hope y'all have a good afternoon.